Dye by George, the healthy cooking show showing you healthy can be delicious. And today we'll be showing you how to dye Easter eggs the natural way. I know Easter is a time for having fun and making creative Easter eggs, but this time I'm going to show you how to avoid using all those chemicals when you're dyeing your Easter eggs. And I have a few really great recipes to dye natural Easter eggs. If you want Easter eggs that are going to be blue or purple shade, you want to boil 2 cups of water in a pot like this with a cup of blueberries, a head of red cabbage, and a cup of grape juice. And you would boil this until it reaches a high boil. Then you would allow it to go to about a medium boil by reducing it, and then cover it for about 10 minutes. And you'll have a really nice natural dye for your Easter eggs. We're going to show you a little bit later what it looks like. Now if you want green, you can actually take a bag of spinach, boil that in 2 cups of water, and add about a half cup of chlorophyll, and you'll have green Easter eggs. If you want to have pink Easter eggs, you want to chop up about 2 cups of raw beets with 2 cups of water. I have that boiling right here. You'll have pink Easter eggs. We also have a couple other different ones. If you want orange, you want to take orange peels, and also this is about 3 oranges sliced, 1 lemon. We add about a tablespoon of chili powder and a tablespoon of paprika. Boil these also in 2 cups of water, and you're going to have orange shade. And I'll show you how to peel an orange, actually a lemon. I'm going to show you how to peel a lemon. The easy way to get the peels off, all you have to do is take and cut off the tops. Many people out there always have a hard time with this. Remember, with this recipe, we're saving everything, and then you're scoring your lemon. You watch how easy the peels come right off. Very simple. And you would do the same thing for an orange too. And this is fun because you can just use a lot of the things you have in your refrigerator already instead of going out to buy more dyes. And as you can see here, that's what we've done with this here. We've boiled these already with the carrot tops and added our spices, and then taken the essence, which is going to be the juice from these. We're going to strain these, and then we're going to add about a tablespoon of vinegar in order to help the eggs to absorb the dye better. So I have some of these already boiling. Now one question that I always get from people is, how do I boil Easter eggs in order for the shell to come off much easily? Now there's actually a special technique to boiling Easter eggs. What you want to do is take, what I did is I took 18 eggs, boiled them in a pot with about 2 cups of water. Then once the water comes to a boil, you want to cover it with a lid in order to keep the steam inside, and you let them sit in the boiled water for about 12 minutes. You want to put a timer on for about 12 minutes, and then after they have sat in the boiling water for 12 minutes, you take and strain them in your sink, and then put them in a bowl with cold water. And you'll have the perfect Easter egg. When you peel them, the egg white won't tear apart. A lot of times people try to peel their eggs and the egg white comes apart and it's not very appetizing. But as you can see here, it's a nice golden brown color inside, kind of like golden yellow. And the egg white has stayed intact. So it's really easy to peel. So the trick really is to put them in the cold water, not to over boil them for too long. And then the trick is also to put them in cold water immediately and then when you peel them, the shells come right off. So as you can see here, we have all our ingredients boiling. It does take a little bit more time than using the dye, but you get much more beautiful eggs, and they're really fun to see which peels and which kinds of ingredients create the special colors. So once again, if you want blue and purple, you want to get some blueberries, cabbage leaves, and grape juice. If you want the green eggs, you want to get some spinach and chlorophyll. If you want pink, you want to have beets. If you want to have orange, you want to get orange peels and lemon peels and paprika, cumin. Now, if you want brown, here's another special one. You can get coffee grounds. Just use leftover coffee from your coffee grounds when you boil them or when you brew them. And you can make brown Easter eggs. Just add a little bit of vinegar to the coffee. So when we come back here on Eat Right by George, show you how the eggs are going to look and how to dye them properly. Here on Eat Right by George, the Easter edition. Welcome back to Eat Right by George, healthy cooking show showing you healthy can be delicious, the Easter egg edition, natural Easter eggs. And before I get started with explaining how to dye your Easter eggs the natural way, I'm going to show you how easy it was for me to peel my Easter egg. And a lot of times, like I mentioned before, people have a hard time with boiling eggs. They have a hard time with the peels because they don't boil the eggs properly. They overboil them, or they forget to put them under cold running water. But I'm going to show you here how easy these Easter eggs peel. So first thing what you want to do with an egg is you just want to tap it just to get it cracked very gently. Have a plate for the peels. And you just want to carefully start from one side and work your way around. And you'll see with this egg, none of the egg white will be damaged. It's going to be perfect. Because I have seen a lot of disasters when people try to peel their eggs. And they just get really frustrated. As you can see this one, if you follow my directions here on Eat Right by George, you'll see how easily and how quickly your Easter egg will peel. You just take your time working around, and none of the shell is stuck to the egg white. All of it comes around, off, and there you have it, the perfect Easter egg. You enjoy this a lot more than trying to peel it the other way and everything stuck together, as you can see here. And then when you slice this in half, you'll see that the egg yolk is nice and bright. Should be a bright yellow. So we'll put this aside. And the next step, when dyeing your eggs, you want to make sure you have gloves. It makes your life a lot easier. Your hands won't get stained. So I have some plastic gloves. Another trick I'd like to show you is if you have a wire whisk available. A wire whisk is used a lot in cooking when you want to whip air into whatever you're making, like a gravy or a sauce, or when you're whipping eggs, scrambling them. If you have this handy, you can just open it up gently, place your boiled egg inside. Remember, the eggs are boiled before. You let them cool, then you can dye them. And the dye, I let it cool down for about 10 minutes, because you don't want to put your egg in a hot dye, because I know we've been boiling them for a while. And then I put them in some glass bowls. So as you can see here, I have different types. I have my beets here in this bowl. And I put a couple eggs in there. The beets are supposed to give it a pink color. Right here I have the spinach water for green. In this bowl here, I have my blueberry and red cabbage mixture. Here I have my orange lemon mixture to make orange. I made a couple extra ones where I put a lemon also, and I put onion peels to make yellow. And also in this bowl here, I put red onion skins to make kind of a light reddish color. So I'm going to take here, for example, this bowl which has the red cabbage and blueberries inside. And a lot of times I know I see people try to put it with a spoon and it slips off and then they have a hard time getting it. So if you place your egg inside of the wire whisk and just gently dip it into your mixture, you have a lot more success. It'll be a lot easier. You dip it inside. You can work it around if you want. You can leave it for a while. What I'm doing here is I'm leaving some of these inside so that they can soak. And because of time limits, some of them are going to take a little bit longer, like probably the spinach mixture. That will take a little bit longer than the other eggs. Some eggs, they die a lot easier than others. As you can see here, this is the blueberry and red cabbage mixture, and this one died quickly. The egg took the dye much quicker, so we didn't have to leave it as long. Some take a little bit longer. This one here is our yellow onion mixture. You can see it has a beautiful vibrant gold color. And this one I'm going to leave it a little bit. And I'll show you one of the other ones that we had. So that's why it's important to have our gloves on, because you can dip right in. This is one egg that was in there for quite a while. They've probably been in there for a good 20 minutes. It's a beautiful blue color. And I'll show you after how to make them even more beautiful. I have more tips to show you how to make your eggs even more vibrant and beautiful here on Eat Right by George. So this one you can take out. And what I have here is a decorative orange, decorative pink Easter bunny, where you can place the eggs inside. And the kids can come around and grab their favorite Easter egg on Easter Sunday. And we'll check around some of these other ones here. This is the orange peel mixture. It takes a little bit longer. It's starting to take the color. It takes a little bit longer. This is starting to take also. This is lemon peels. We also have a coffee mixture. I took coffee grounds and brewed them and put vinegar inside of the coffee after. And this is starting to take beautifully. You have a brown Easter egg. These are red onions. They're starting to take also. Getting kind of a light yellow. So there's the possibilities are endless when making Easter eggs the natural way. And when we come back, I'm going to demonstrate how to make them even more shiny here on Eat Right by George. Stick around. healthy cooking show showing you healthy can be delicious. And you might be wondering, what are the health benefits of avoiding using the typical Easter egg dye? Well, if you read the label of a typical Easter egg dye, some of the typical ingredients you might find are things like sodium bicarbonate, multidextrin, various food colorings like yellow and red, cellulose gum, also something called sulfate lauryl sodium, which is actually the same ingredient that you would find inside of a shampoo. So actually when you're dyeing the typical Easter eggs with the typical Easter egg dye, you could be eating things that are also used in things like shampoo. So why would you want to do that? So this versus eating the natural Easter eggs, where you're going to be not so worried about any dye leaking into the egg because everything's natural. Things like spinach. Of course, when you boil spinach, you're getting vitamins like vitamin B, which are natural and good for you. When you boil things like yellow onion skins, you're just getting some of the nutrients that are coming from the onion. When you're eating the dye that has the blueberries and the red cabbage, you're getting antioxidants from the blueberries, so you don't have to worry about anything unnatural. Even when you're eating the coffee egg, it's just like drinking coffee. So it's really nothing here that could be bad for you when you do the Easter eggs this way versus when you're eating the other ones, which could have things that you can't even spell out what's on the label. You can't even pronounce a lot of the things that are on the labels.